a couple of years ago, I interviewed Noah Monk.
Oh, yeah,
aka Gibby from iCarly. So I'm slowly sort of like completing this whole universe of like child actors and stuff.
Dude, you would like rock the world if you got Lil Pump and Miranda Cosgrove in here together.
Oh my God! Imagine I just somehow set it up and
dude,
she didn't know it was happening. We locked the doors.
You're only what 2 degrees away. I mean, a text message from me.
But if you FaceTime her right now. Do you think she's picking up?
No.
And if you message her, I'm about to FaceTime you with Lil Pump, and then no.
No.
You think she's what is she doing?
We can FaceTime Lil Pump though.
That's true. We could FaceTime Lil Pump. No, wait, he's not with us right now.
Oh yeah, that's right. We can't FaceTime him.
He's at large.
Yeah, we'll FaceTime Jordan.
Or wait, no. What do you say when someone's locked up?
Free pump.
That's what you say.
That's a fact.
Yeah, free pump. No, but that would be pretty amazing.
I like that you are low-key like wanting this to happen. And you're like, I think Pump deserves a chance.
I honestly, man, here's the thing, and I'll just say this. I was Big Brother before I met Pump. I was like, dude, come on, man, like, leave her alone. Like this, it's enough already, bro. Like she's not in. You have tattoos on your face. Like it's not gonna happen. She's not, But then I met him. And he's really nice.
He's like perfect for her.
He's like, dude. And he's like, you think she sees it? Like he wasn't like, I want to smash that. Like, I want to. Like he was very respectful. Right. I was like, oh shit.
Okay. All right. I'm not sure you know about this scenario, but there's a rapper Comethazine who has at least like 4 times basically said that he wants to like either date or have sex with Demi Lovato, and then she overdosed. And I started to think like, what if all those lyrical references to her sort of pushed her over the edge? She's like, fuck it, this fucking drug addict kid is rapping about me. I'm getting back on the sauce.
Dude, that's brutal.
Is that possible?
I don't think so.
We don't blame Comethazine for her rapping to her?
I wouldn't go that far.
Okay, yeah. Here I am. I'm sort of insensitive. On that note, speaking of...
Drake trying to be the next Drake. Nah, dog,
Don't read the comments.
I'm just
Don't
Drake.
read the comments.
Do you
gotta
vape?
read the comments.
Oh my God. Do you vape?
They're awesome.
Do I vape?
Yeah.
No, I don't vape.
Well,
but if I vaped, I would use Vooz. Be amazed.
Shout out Vooz.
Today we wanted to remind our audience that this interview is sponsored by Pure Blend Science and their new Vooz vape. Vooz is your next generation vaping delivery system. If vaping is your thing, you have to check these guys out. The Vooz gets you that ultra clean, natural vaping that leaves you with a full flavor and no burnt taste. This vape is not like any other you've seen before. Its unique design actually heats the reusable pods differently than any other vape on the market. I'm not a big science guy, but there's a lot of smart science in this thing. They figured out a way to preheat the concentrate before it's fully vaporized, and the clean, full flavor results are unmatched. Do you vape THC, CBD, nicotine juice, all of the above? With Vooz all-in-one design, now you don't need the different devices. You can do it all with the Vooz and the Vooz pods. Also, like I mentioned before, these pods are reusable. You can refill them up to 7 times each. This pen also has a massive battery that will get you through the day. Do yourself a favor. If you vape or are thinking about vaping, go check these guys out. The Vooz by Pure Blend Science at voozvape.com. I've never actually read an ad like that where I just obviously read the entire thing, but I felt pretty good about it.
Hey, you killed it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. It always reminds me of that scene in Howard Stern, in the Howard Stern Private Parts movie, when he has to read the commercial, and then he ends up like, the commercial's telling him that, oh yeah, I've been to this place and I love this place, and he's just completely lying. He's just like, none of this is true. I'm just reading this from a paper. I'm sorry. This is
I think about
BS.
that all the time because we've done ads for this. Basically, it's like a service that is sort of like it's like you can text or FaceTime with like a therapist, so you can have conversations with them and stuff.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
right.
I use it all the time.
I also use it all the time. But I was watching. It's funny when you see people saying like, "I use this."
Yeah.
Like I use this all the time because it's like in order to endorse the problem, they basically have to let you know that they have undiagnosed mental issues.
Yeah, for sure, right?
Which is a lot of us do. That's okay because it's true.
Yeah. I use this therapist app because I have problems.
I'm losing it, man.
Yeah.
But I don't want to trivialize mental health either.
No, of course
That's a big concern these days.
It is.
Yeah. How everyone here mental health good? Well, no mental health check. I feel pretty good.
I think everyone's kind of
I got a workout this morning, but I also got tested right before, so I had to like lose some blood.
What'd you get tested for?
Because my girlfriend wants to hook up some porn star girls later in the week, and they don't want to do it unless I have a test. So.
Wow, how do I get on that? How do I get into? How do I get that life?
What are you talking about? You have a girlfriend and stuff, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I guess she's the one we should consult about this.
I just have to get tested.
Well, I don't know. We're gonna have to consult her.
Okay, all right, we'll have a talk.
I was watching one of your music videos and I noticed that she was all up in the video too, which is a nice touch.
No, my girlfriend's not in the video.
Oh, she wasn't.
No.
Fuck. See, I was actually thinking. I'm like, I don't know. I can't tell if this is his girlfriend or she just kind of looks like the girl I was lurking yesterday, who's his girlfriend.
Which video were you watching?
Probably the most recent one.
She directed it, though.
Well, there were two. There's two that came out recently, and I think you're probably talking about Honest, because
Yes, I am.
she does. I guess she kind of resembles the girl in the video.
Well, your girlfriend and her both seem to be, tall models.
No,
Blonde?
no.
Your girlfriend's not tall?
Oh no, you watched Rewind.
Okay.
So you watched Rewind. No, that's not my girlfriend. She's just a friend.
Okay.
She's a model.
What's your relationship status like?
My relationship status.
Or just like, what's your relationship like?
My relationship. It's pretty dope.
How long you been with her?
Like 5 years.
5 years.
Yeah,
Holy shit, that's badass.
yeah. She's dope. She kicks ass. We have a management company together, so it's awesome. So like we manage Kazi and stuff, and we have some other artists, and we handle all my business and everything. It's really rad. It's
That's
pretty dope. Yeah.
So,
Decibel Media Group. Yeah.
how old is she?
24.
Okay.
You're like, I hope I didn't get that.
I got real
Yeah,
scared
no,
for you
no,
real quick.
No, no, she's
I'm
20,
like, damn, bro, even I know how old my girlfriend is.
No, she's 24. But yeah, no. So it's really cool. We have like, it just kind of happened. We started managing all of my stuff, because everything just, I don't know, man. People managing your music and your entertainment, things just fall through the cracks, and then you're like, what the hell? And then you're losing your mind. And we ended up just picking up all the slack, and stuff started moving faster, moving quicker, and started getting what I wanted done. And I was like, man, why are we paying other people? Why are we giving money away to other people when we're getting all this stuff done? So we decided to just, let go of any management or agents or anything like that, and just start doing everything ourselves, releasing our music, my music ourselves, and no labels or anything like that. And then going, hey, this would be really cool to do one day for other artists, years down the road, once we learn the ropes and all this stuff. And then a few months later, artists just started coming, like not even, it just serendipitously, if that's a word.
It is.
Just happened, and like Kazi, for example, we were like, I just reached out to him because I wanted to work on a song with him and maybe do something. And then he was having issues with his stuff, and then it just we were like, well, we can help out. And that's the other thing too. It's not like we've really searched for anybody or looked for anybody. We have a little girl who went viral on like Instagram, and she just did some really cool stuff, and that we can't talk about yet, but it's gonna be so awesome. And then she's gonna go do. I mean, there's just a lot of appearances. Like, man, I wish I could talk because those are really cool. But anyway, these people just like started coming into our lives, and we're like, well, we could help out, and it just kind of clicked and worked. And now we have singers and rappers and photographers and
And it's just you and her?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and I mean, we have other friends who work with us and stuff, but we basically, I mean, we do. I mean, she really does everything, but I'm just kind of the creative here and there. But she literally handles like, it blows my mind.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy. So we just kind of started picking up these artists and working on their records and getting them in studios and getting helping them out, and stuff started popping, and like, it's just crazy. So now we have this company.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it's rad. It's really cool.
It's fire. What's your average day like?
My average day, it depends. It depends on what I'm doing. My average day is about to be, get up in the morning, drive to a city, check into a hotel, get ready for a show, go play a show, get back, do a meet and greet all night, and then go home, crash, get up the next morning, go to the next city. It's just every day in the next city. And honestly, my day, mostly my days consist of an airplane, an airport, a car, and a hotel room.
When you're touring?
I mean, even just all the time. I mean, I don't know how many times I've been home probably in an entirety like 2 months out of this year. So
Wow,
far.
I didn't know your schedule was that packed. That's crazy.
I'm always on the road.
Right.
I mean, when you say when you're touring, I'm always touring. There's not like, oh, I go on tour in the summer. It's like, no, I have a summer tour and then I come home and then I'm home for like 3 weeks and then I go tour in the fall and then we have the spring tour and I mean it's just literally like we're just always.
What's your
on the
relationship
road.
with that schedule, though? Do you feel like that prohibits you from getting shit done when you're at home, or do you feel like you're still in love with that experience?
No, I love that experience, and it I don't know. I think being at home sometimes it just gets kind of like stifling, and I think the constant being on the move, being on the go, puts you in the mindset of like, all right, we need to be progressing and things need to be moving, and I think when you're at home sometimes 3 or 4 days could feel like it's only been 3 or 4 days, like big deal. But when you're on the road, you're like, dude, I've been to 5 states, I've been on 4 airplanes, I've been to 6 hotels, I've done 17 interviews, I've played 5 shows, and you can't return an email?
Yeah, for
You know
real.
what I mean? So it's like, oh, well, I got it on Tuesday, and it's only Thursday. And you're like, yeah, dude, I mean, but come on. So I like the feeling of being on the road because it puts you in that mindset of like, move.
Do you know what's crazy is like you seem like you're so on point and like your life is so organized and stuff, which is really stands in like stark comparison to like people try to like take these like bad photos of you and then like create this narrative that you're like fucked up.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
But it
I
seems like
guess.
the total opposite.
You know what it is? I think it's just the character on Drake and Josh, I get, because it's always so funny. Like, of course, and I think it's just the go-to on Instagram, like memes or whatever, When you're like scrolling through, it's like, oh, he must have done all the coke in the world. Like, oh, tell him not to do so much coke, or tell him not to do so much, or look at this meth head, or look at this blah blah blah. And I have other friends too who like it really affects, man. It's a real bummer too, because like, man, they're really talented and they're working their asses off, and then they go into their Instagram comments and man, they really take to heart what people are saying on Instagram, and then they respond, and then they get then they go and they get isolated, and they're at home, and I'm like, bro, I don't know, maybe it's because I grew up without it, so I know what it's like to not have
When
it.
you've had a lot longer to get used to it too.
I think maybe that too.
Yeah.
Maybe these kids that are being thrust into it, that all of a sudden they're like, shit, I woke up and I have 387,000 followers and I had 13,000 yesterday. And now people are telling me like all this crazy stuff and they're taking it to heart. But for me, I don't know. I just like, you go through and you're like, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll get a comment that's like, yo, I'm going to kill you. I'm coming to your house tonight. I'm
Yeah.
going to kill you. I'm like, all right. My
Yeah.
girlfriend, though, I feel terrible for her because she's like way newer to it. So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like, it's such a like learning curve of realizing like this doesn't matter. Like but I, and then at the same time, I feel like, am I less human? Because everybody can be talking shit about me and it doesn't bother me. And sometimes I feel like I need to do like a mental check of like, maybe I should care about this. Like, maybe this is a big enough
But
deal.
I mean, I don't know, man. I just came from a generation of like sticks and stones will break my bones.
Exactly.
Man. But like, words won't hurt. And now we're all in the generation of like, words are just as bad as violence. And I'm like, yo, please say as much as you want to me before you try and hit me in the face. Like,
Yeah, for real.
just,
Internet is a
just say
toxic
everything
place.
you want to say, but just don't try and hit me in the face because I'm a shitty fighter.